I'm here in Topanga, California at 611 Skyline Drive at Neil Young's old house, which my friend bought not too long ago. We're gonna go check it out. Look at the studio, look at his old living situation. Here's the front door, and up the steps to the studio. This is where he recorded After the Gold Rush, in this room right here. And it's been redecorated a little bit, but there's still some vintage gear hanging out here. An old tube amp. And these are intact, the volume controls. And here's an old tuner that, I mean, come on, you really used to tune your guitar with this stuff? Imagine carrying this around. Crazy. The old Victrola that he used to listen to his records on? No, this looks like an Amazon find. It's got a USB port, so no. But there is an old keyboard here. I doubt it was Neil Young's, but let's see. What else is there? Oh, the isolation booth. This is where the amps were placed. Vocals are recorded. I'm told that this switch here turned on and off all the power for these outlets here. A lot of outlets all in one place for amps. And yeah, this is where the magic happened, I guess. Neil Young making music, singing right in this room. Kind of cool. Yeah, so this is the main room with, you know, the whole band set up here. Imagine that. And then there's the glass windows. These sliding doors were not here. This is wood from the deck, which I'll show you in a minute. And here we are in the control room, which is now a kitchen. You can see, looking into the studio, what it would have been like to watch the music being made. Crazy Horse here. Oh, here's the view. It's kind of a nice view that I'll show you more of as we go through the house. It's now, oh, and I was also told this ceiling was designed, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a curve. It was designed to help the sound. It's like a wave. I think you can see it where the ceiling meets the wall. And that was an acoustic design to help the sound. We're going into where Neil Young may have slept here. And he may have taken a shower here. I doubt it, but because there's a whole upstairs that I think is where he lived. We'll find out. So here is the entrance to the garden, and apparently he dug out these steps from the stone. And there are gnomes living in this garden right there. There's one of them playing the saxophone. Yeah, these are steps made by Neil Young. So out here is the deck, and there's a guest house as well, where they used to soak in a hot tub out here, which is not here anymore. It's been covered up. This where the hot tub was. They used to soak and look out over Topanga. Here's part of the view, looking out into Topanga. Beautiful. And here's the guest house. It's filled with some washing machine and dryer types of things right now. But I want to show you Neil Young's surfboards. Yeah, apparently he's a pretty big surfer. These may or may not have been his surfboards. I kind of want to take one out for a spin. And then if we go all the way to the end of the guest house, you can see these snakes carved in and painted to the rock wall. Pretty cool stuff. Neil Young's house and guest house. And again, the view. Here's where the hot tub was or is, supposedly below that wood. And then we're gonna go up to the tree house, up this path, where apparently there was quite a marijuana farm. I haven't seen any marijuana plants, but I think they were growing in this cage right here, in those raised beds. I'm told that he was accustomed to spending time up here writing in this little platform in the trees. Topanga. Looking good. And here's a view of the house. A lot of windows, beautiful wood. Nice to be up here. So we'll head back down and perhaps find out where Neil Young spent his time sleeping and doing domestic types of things. After the gold rush had a bunch of hits on it, but Southern Man, it's a great album from the early 70s. So here we are heading into the main house. Give you another view from the deck. Apparently this stove here is original from when he was living here. Kind of cool to think he might have been hanging out here, warming his hands and toasting marshmallows or something. Who knows? Neil Young's darts? No, definitely not. But definitely the view that still, really, you can see so much from here still. All right, now we're gonna go into the house. So, into the house here, and we're gonna go upstairs. It's almost like a ski house, a little ski lodge here. Original flooring. A lot of nice windows, nice natural light. And I was told that this piece of stained glass was passed down from Neil Young to Bernie Leadon of the Eagles, who also lived here at one point. Check out this view. This was Neil Young's bedroom. Right here. Back up, make sure to get the full effect here. Gorgeous. And there's some windows on the other side too. See the ridge line. Cool stuff. Yeah, he moved in here apparently with an advance from his record label and bought it when it was a new house. A long time ago. It makes me want to play a Neil Young song. Any requests? I only know a couple. So that's pretty much the tour. It's kind of cool to just feel the vibe up here in Topanga and think about the musicians that were working up here and the music that was made, and again, the steps that were carved. We'll go back down to the studio. I almost just want to sit in here and feel the vibe of the place. Studios have that type of situation where if you go into a room where you're making music, where music is made, and you just sit and listen, and you hear the room, which of course is a big part of the music that's made in the room. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you got some of the vibe, and thanks for tuning in.